All right, welcome everybody. This is my scientific spotlight on a non-Western scientist. He was one of the most significant physicians, astronomers, thinkers, and writers of the Islamic Golden Age and the father of modern medicine. His name was Abu Ali Sina, Pure Sina, and we'll regard him as Avicenna, as he often is known in the West as. So he was born in Afshana, a village near Bukhara in present-day Uzbekistan. He was born in 980 and lived till 1037 CE, and he was most likely in this region right here when he was born. So the golden age of Islamic civilization was known to be between 8th century and the 14th century, and it was a time when he was being born that these great thinkers in Greece were starting to write down all of their thoughts, and these great thinkers in China were starting to write down all these thoughts. And in the middle here, there's a great translation happening and a great melting pot of information. He took full advantage of that, as we will see in further slides. So he authored the Book of Healing, which is a philosophical and scientific encyclopedia. But what he's most known for, among other works, is the Canon of Medicine, which is a medical encyclopedia. And we'll get a little bit more into what canon means and what this book kind of says. On his philosophy, he strongly believed that inductive reasoning was the only way to see the world through a lens of logic. So there's some summation of reasoning or logic in his own words. How what is not known allows itself to be understood thanks to what is known. And all knowledge which has not been weighed in the balance of reason is not incontestable and consequently is not authentic knowledge. So when he means by this is that you must understand the whole entirety of the problem before you start generalizing things. I believe the dictionary definition of inductive reasoning is starting at a specific point and building out to more general ideas. This isn't exactly what he meant. He differed with Aristotle on this and did not see a need for deductive reasoning. So he went through a lot of Aristotle's works, did a lot of different proofs, and this one is his proof that time exists and has to do with moving bodies at different speeds. If they start at the same mark and they stop at different ones, it kind of just his logic for time that exists. If you'd like to read these in detail, I have the post linked. On medicine, the Canon of Medicine, the book we've been waiting for. Canon, or Quinan, I believe, translates to codes of laws and series of principles. One of the major contributions came from the third part of this book. It was in the etology of disease, in which he details and describes symptoms, diagnoses, prognoses, which are the likely course that the ailment could take, and systematic treatment of diseases. What's so important about this is that due to this mysticism and whatnot that was going on in Greece at the time, he kind of came at a time, wrote the systematic view of medicine, kind of integrated all of the ways of thinking across the world into one systematic way where we look for symptoms, we diagnose, we give the patients our prognosis, what they can expect from the illness, and then have a systematic way for determining these things. So that is his most important contribution to modern medicine, and I'd say it justifies him to be the father of modern medicine. Although you could look to Al-Raz, which is another thinker that came about a century before him. I found some really useful links if you'd like to look at the UNESCO Courier about the October 1980 You can probably just type it into Google and get a copy of first person reporting between pages 9 and 12, and just a couple articles written about him that are very neat. Well, thank you for your time, and I'll be signing off now. Thank you again.